Continuing our journey through spooky month snacks, we've got two offerings from Kool-Aid. They have the Ghoul-Aid popping candy, which I assume are gonna be like Pop Rocks. This is called Zom-Berry. Looks like it's raspberry and boysenberry, but maybe they have some unique other flavor. And then if you want it in a beverage, they have that too. Same thing, Ghoul-Aid, Zom-Berry, but this is a drink. Hello, welcome to Dad Snacks. We're gonna get to this right now. Let's get these open. And there are 3 packs in here. I want to say it's a couple bucks for the whole thing, but there you go. And I'm looking for a notch here. Thank God I grabbed these. It's gonna frustrate some kids if they don't have something to open this way. There we go. Oh yeah, those smell very fruity. Here, I'll try to do this so you can see it. But yeah, as you can see, that's Pop Rocks, straight up Pop Rocks. That's what we're used to. So those of us in Gen X, we used to live on these things. Let's go. Yeah, I'd say that's raspberry and blueberry. It's a little sweeter, a little bit of tartness though. I like the sour on the end. Good little balance of fruit and sour. I always love the fact that as these travel further down, you kind of hear it in your brain and your ears. That's always been the cool thing about Pop Rocks, and these don't disappoint. Now let's move on to the Ghoul-Aid, and I don't think I've ever had a box like this. I don't know if I've ever had Kool-Aid before in one of these packages, but they sure don't make these things easy to open. I'm gonna have to probably just rip it, I guess. Oh, this is stupid. All right, okay, they look like Capri Sun packs. There you go. And they also had, I don't know, some game on the back here, like, I don't know, match game, cut those out. Double duty there. Oh yeah, this I'm familiar with. I'm from the Capri Sun generation. So it's those boxes that came out much later that we didn't really have in the 80s. All right, there you go. As you can see, put the pointy straw in the hole. See, I'm a pro. Anyway. I honestly expected this to be sweeter based on the Pop Rocks because that had a far more dominant sweetness. This is kind of in the middle. I would say it still has that same raspberry blueberry flavor. I was getting some sort of artificial sweetener on the back and I looked and it does have that. It's diety on the very back end. It's not great. I do like the popping candy. That's good. Flavor-wise, that's a much better flavor. This is just really muted. It doesn't really have that sweet and that sour. And I don't know if you really want sour here, but I'm just not getting a ton of forward sweetness. With that said, maybe the reduction in sugar is good for healthiness. Not sure, but flavor-wise, it's lacking. So for my final verdict, I'm gonna go on the popping candy. This is good, nostalgic. Anybody who had Pop Rocks will like these. I'm gonna go 9.0 on this. Flavor's decent, nice little sweet and sour, very good. Unfortunately, this doesn't measure up. I think I'm gonna go 6 here. It's not awful, but just not one of my favorites. Maybe a kid would like it. Maybe I'm not the target audience here. As I said, I've had one. I don't think I've ever had a Kool-Aid pouch like this, other than the regular Kool-Aid, what we used to make as a kid. So yeah, just not my favorite. But feel free to get it yourself. I think the whole box was like $3, so definitely not gonna hit the pocketbook if you don't like it. Plus, it's a great beverage to hand out to trick-or-treaters. You know, they get around, they're getting tired, hungry, get them some Kool-Aid. Ghoul-Aid. But as always, I want to know your thoughts. Is this something you would try? Is the flavor you would try? Have you tried it? Maybe there's another Kool-Aid flavor I should try. Let us know in the comments. If you're not following me, make sure you smash that follow button, hit that like. I review snacks like this every day. Would love to have you on this snacks journey. But that's going to do it for me today. Until my next snack, cheers. Thank you all.